Hi, I'm Gail with Paper Wishes, and we're going to look at the MISTI stamping tool from My Sweet Petunia. It says it's the most incredible stamp tool invented and that it's made for consistent precision stamping. So let's take a closer look. I've got the box here that it comes in, and then here's the tool itself. It measures 10.5 inches by 8.25 inches, and it's about a 1/2 inch deep. It has a foam base so it won't move around. I like that. Acrylic hinged panels, pretty sturdy. It's got 1/4 inch grids on that front panel. I'm going to lift that up right away so that you can see inside. Out here on the outer edges, we've got ruled along the sides and along the bottom so that you can make easy placement. There are 2 magnets. Please be careful not to get these too close to each other. If they snap together, they're brittle, and it says that they can, inside it says the magnets can break, so you have to be kind of gentle with those. But they do make it so that you can magnetically hold your pieces in place, which I really like that. There is a grid paper to help you in alignment of your card making, if that helps you. It's got a foam piece here. I'll discuss a little bit more about what that is for. But there's that second panel. So here's that base panel. It's acrylic. It's got that grid on there. And you can start by taking cardstock and place it one corner or the other, so you've got that lined up right where you want it. You're going to take a stamp, and in this case I have a cling rubber stamp. It holds these. It will also work with clear stamps. Place that wherever you want. We'll say that I want it right there. Well, what I do next is close this case, and then you press down, and then it picks it up. So now you can see that's right where you want it to be for stamping right onto your cardstock. That's the ingenious part of this tool, and I do like that. I think that's what makes it precision. Right where it is, you're going to go ahead and ink that up. So you don't need a separate acrylic block to place your stamps on when you're using the MISTI stamp tool. I want to make sure that I ink that up real well so that you can see that. And then with that paper down in the corner, and you can use a magnet right there to make sure it doesn't move around. And then go ahead and stamp. And I'm going to press right onto the stamp itself, the back of it, with that acrylic piece in place to make sure that's got a nice stamped image. You open it up, and there's your stamped image. Okay, so that stamps like any other piece. You knew right where it was going to be, so that's nice. But what else I can do is, if I want several cards that have that same image right there, I know that I put this right in the corner. Put the next one right in the corner, put my magnet in place, ink up my stamp again, and it's ready to go. And then I'm going to get 2 images, 2 pieces of cardstock that have that stamped image in exactly the same spot. So I like that. That is something right away that I think is a really useful tool if you need to make several imitations, something like that. That's a cool effect. Something else you can do is first, because I'm now going to work with clear stamps, I'm going to take that foam piece, because with the cling foam, they've got foam on the back of it. The clear stamps do not. I'm going to peel one up, and so I do have to put that foam in place when I'm working with the clear stamps. Go ahead and put cardstock in place, and then I can figure out where I want to put several images. What if I want a background that has several at once? So I place those, the stamping side down, just wherever I want, and I can add different flowers, wherever I want to put those. Go ahead and decide on my design this way. Then close that up. I'd probably put a few more on, but for time's sake here, we'll press that in place, pick this up, and I picked up the cardstock with it. But because I know I put the cardstock right in that corner, I can place it right back there. And then I could put the magnet right there to work that. And then you can go ahead and ink those up. So this is a really cool way to quickly figure out where you want all of your stamps for a background that's going to have lots of different images. Put them in place, get your cardstock on there, and then go ahead and stamp. And if I have that inked up nicely, it's going to do all at the same time. So that's fun. Fun placement for a background, and that will do that really quickly. Now we're coming to what, oh, by the way, these come right off, and it does say to wash that right away. You don't want to leave the ink on there because it will stain. My favorite part is the die cut images. So I've got a die cut piece. I used a cutting die to cut the edge off. I'm trying to grab the other piece off camera here. Get it over here. So it's cut that beautiful image there. I actually saved the piece. I'm getting ink all over everything too. I mean, I saved the piece that cut that off, and I'm going to use that to get that in the corner here, just so I know right where I want it to be. Put that, that will tell me where I want to put this. It's a nice way to line it up just perfectly. So there's my cutting die, my die cut image, and now I've got the stamp that matches that. So for matching cutting die and stamp sets, I can lay this right on there, and because it's clear, I can see right through. I know where I want to lay that stamped image. Then I pull this over, push it down, and now I have it exactly where I want it to be. I would use one of those magnets to hold that in place so it doesn't shift, and they will sit right there. You can stamp even with that magnet there. Then you just ink that up, stamp, and you're going to get a perfect image right along that edge. So I think that's a great use of this tool. There are a lot of great uses. Another great one would be if you were to use the layering stamps. You've got a large image, you've got several stamps that are supposed to line up perfectly on there. This is a perfect way to do that, to get those perfect images. So the MISTI, I think, is great for perfect stamp placement. It's lining up those stamps on cutting dies with layering stamps. It's a big plus. You can get it right here on Paper Wishes.